Hey everybody, it's Natalie with Treasures of Minnie, and we're going to be making 2 Halloween cards in our video today. So this is one, and this is the other, and if you will notice, there's no stamping. I do not make a lot of Halloween cards, and so for holidays that I don't do a lot of stuff in, this is what I like to do. I went to Hobby Lobby, and I went to their holiday section, and I got 1 pad of paper. And I got a bunch of stickers and other little things that are Halloween. And that is what I'm going to use to make some cards with. I did this last year. As you can see, I got these little ribbons for like 99 cents. I really have a hard time buying nice stamp sets for holidays that I don't really send a lot of cards on. I probably spent enough money on all of this to buy a stamp set, but that's 1 stamp set versus all this funness. I also did this at Hobby Lobby because that's where I was at the time when I decided to do it. You could probably go to the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, I think it's called the Dollar Spot or something like that at Target, and get all of this stuff for a lot cheaper. This is just where I was, so this is where I got this stuff. So I got these sticker packs, and when I get stickers, I try to just spend a little bit of extra and get like puffy stickers, things that give the card a little dimension. So you can see I got 2 packs here, and a bunch of like stickered rhinestones in the shapes of like, bats and moons and all that kind of stuff. Some of those I probably didn't have to get, but because our stuff wasn't here yet, I did not have any of my things. I got some felt cutouts that are already sticky backed. And this right here I'm most excited about. This is sequins. It's actually meant to decorate a pumpkin with. And, well, we all love sequins. But these sequins come in a multiple sizes, and they already have adhesive on the back of them. So all you have to do is take them off and stick them on your card. So for the next couple of videos, I will be making Halloween cards with these. So it's no stamping and just using some creative stickers and things like that. And today we're going to be making 2. So first I'm going to start off with the photo oxide technique, and I'm going to be using these 4 colors to make a, 3 of them for the night sky and the other one for the trees. I think I showed you that I do the coordinating. I put a number on my thing, and then in these little pill dividers that I got at the Dollar Tree, I also put the number on, and they hold my blending pads perfectly and separate. So I just put some washi tape down just to hold my photo paper down, and with this Crafter's Workshop stamp, I'm going to come in with some ice spruce first. And I'm just going around the edges. I'm going to kind of use that violet color in the center. And I want to make sure that I get the ice spruce on the parts of the trees that are supposed to be brown. My goodness, I forgot the names of these trees. So I started to do that one with the blending tool too, but then I realized that I didn't really want to get the purple on the actual tree parts. I just wanted it in the center for like the sky, so I used my paintbrush, which I use a paintbrush a lot. You can also notice that in between each color, I do try to wipe my stamp off, or the stencil off, so that I don't get it on my blending sponge. And now I've come in with the black color that I have forgotten the name of. And now I have the ice spruce again, so I'm just going back and forth between the 2. Black soot, that's what it was. To get a nice blend of the dark and the other colors. And this is what we have. So I think it's really cool. But now I'm going to take a paintbrush. And this paintbrush is not wet. And you can see that when I put it on, the bristles kind of fan out, which is exactly what you want. I'm wanting to add some little bit of shading and color to the trees. So I'm only going up the edges with the antique linen. And then I decided to give it just a little bit more, so I go back in and do the same thing with the ice spruce, but I do even less, like I'm barely even touching it with the ice spruce. And now off camera, I am going to finish the rest of them. But I just wanted to show you how I did one of them. And I think this really gave it some dimension and just really made it pop. So here it is completely done. And I am really loving this. But now we're going to take our baby wipe and we're going to wipe it all down. And that's what makes this technique what it is. It's really, really cool. And you just keep wiping, wipe and wipe and wipe, and it'll eventually all come off to where it just leaves this. Now, if I redid this, I would just do the black soot and not lay down the ice spruce first. I think that would have kept it darker on the edges. This is what the card's going to look like when I put it together. I like to lay my stuff out first and see what I think about it. Now, on this piece of glitter paper, I cut the center out because I just thought it was very wasteful just to glue a whole piece down when all you're going to be able to see is the edge. And on these other two pieces, I went around the edges of those with some black soot. So you can see I'm kind of layering up my pieces, and I've decided that I want to put some ribbon on the top corner, so I'm using some double-sided sticky tape to do that. And I wanted it to go around both panels, which is why I did not glue them onto it quite yet. I still don't have everything glued down because I got to thinking maybe I want to put a ribbon on the bottom as well, so I laid everything back on there to check. And now that I have all of that down, I can glue this front panel piece onto the actual card front. And then I can start adding my little stickers and felt pieces. So that is what I'm doing. And I know this is going really fast, but I kind of felt like a lot of it, you guys, by now, if you've been watching me, you kind of know what I'm doing. And I really wanted to get in 2 cards. So now I'm taking some of these little rhinestone pieces and I'm going to stick some of them around just to kind of give the card a little bit of sparkle. And this is our card. And I think it's really adorable, even though there's no stamping at all. I just think it is so cute. Now for our next card, I've got another piece of photo paper and this circle stencil that I'm going to use. So with my blending sponges and some twisted citron, I'm going to put some dots down. And for the little tiny ones, I tried using a paintbrush, as you can see here, but I really didn't like that it wasn't smooth. So I just give in and try to use the blending sponge from here on out. But I also thought that I would try spraying down some of these Delusion sprays. I have these 2 colors, so I just thought I would spray it real fast and lay a paper towel over it to pick up any of the excess. And then start back with my polka dots. I really liked it. I have just got these and had never used them before, so that's why I was like randomly just threw them in there. I wanted to see what it would do. And I'm just going to continue to lay down some polka dots, very random. This one is, oh shoot, I don't remember the name of this color either. I'm so bad at this. I apologize, guys. It's a really pretty orange one. Oh boy, maybe I'll think about it as we go, but I can't remember. But I tried to pick all kind of Halloween colors, so yeah, I do apologize that I don't remember this color. And now I'm going to get to I think this is called Wilted Violet. And I'm going to put some of those down, just kind of random. I really didn't have a plan for this. I just wanted to see if I could make like a pattern, just like a almost patterned background piece, I guess. And then I decided to add in a little bit of the black soot for polka dots too. And where I kind of went wrong with the black soot is my pad is like really, really juicy and I wasn't expecting it. So I like really put my blending sponge down in there. You can see it on this one, I think. I mean, how shiny it is. It is really juicy and wet. And I wanted to do the smushing technique with the linen one, the antique linen one, and you could see it kind of ran. The water kind of made my black soot run. And then I'm going back in with that orange color as well. So you can see how much the water made it run, but that's okay. And then I wanted to do some little splatters. So I did that with a paintbrush and flicked it. And now we're going to wipe it all down with our baby wipe. Really good. And look how pretty. It's so pretty. I love this technique. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I don't need a piece this big because I decided to layer it up. You can see here with some of that patterned paper, so I cut it down. This is pretty much just like the other card, and because we're out of time, it's kind of running long already. I just sped through it really fast and showed you basically I just layered 2 pieces, put some ribbon around it, and stuck my stickers on. And that is the second card. I really hope this wasn't too fast. I felt bad because I had not done another video, but with the hurricane and all that, and it was just a mess. So please give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And at the end of this video, I have a short video of my craft room, my new craft room, sort of. Our stuff arrived yesterday, and I'm giving you a little walkthrough. But remember, you can find me on Facebook at Treasures of Minnie, also on Instagram at Treasures of Minnie, and Pinterest as well. And I would love to see what you make. These are some close-ups of the cards. If any of this was just too fast and you would like me to show more steps, please just leave me a comment. I do appreciate and love reading all of y'all's comments. And until next time, hugs and loves. Hello, everyone. That's Natalie with Treasures of Minnie. So our stuff came yesterday, and I thought I'd give you a sneak peek before our card video. So this is the entrance to my craft room. The rest of the house is down there, and you can go that way up the stairs. Or that way to go downstairs. Hi, buddy. But if you turn this direction, you'll come up this little steps. And keep in mind, it just got here yesterday. So, yeah. Oh, it gets much worse. I would love to be able to tell you that most of this is my husband's. Because pretty much all of that is going to be my craft. Well, all of this, I guess. But it's got this little windowed area here, little nook, that I'm giving to my husband so we can kind of somewhat share space. And he's got that little office. So I would love to be able to tell you that this is half mine and half his, but that wouldn't be true. It's mostly mine and about a quarter of his stuff. So yeah. And we do have a balcony that goes off. So I'm thinking, because when we first got the house, my kids were so excited. They were like, oh my gosh, it's going to be the coolest bonus room, and it'll just be so cool. And I'm like, no, that's my craft room. I feel bad, but so I'm thinking of kind of doing most of my stuff over in this area. And my husband's going to have this area. And then I'm thinking maybe of kind of on this side and in that area over there, doing like a cool little sitting area with a TV, maybe their Xbox or something. I don't know, just something that if we all wanted to be up here together, we can be. Because one of the problems I run into is on the weekends when I really want to do stuff, or I really want to work, when, gosh, this is so much stuff. When my family's home, I feel bad for being up here because I feel like I should be with them. And a lot of times my husband wants to do stuff on his computer and I'm in my craft room, and it separates us all the time. So I was really excited to have this big room that I could try to incorporate a little bit of everyone in. That is where I had been shooting my videos before our stuff arrived. Yep, I used my walker and a board, and that's where I set my camera up. That's what, when you, the card video that's coming up, it was shot on that. Creative, right? That's what it's all about. So yeah. So I thought I would show you that.